Basic mechanics, we're going to start with our mouse's left click. This can be used to select individual units or buildings. If we double click on a unit or building, this will select up to 12 the same type of unit or building in the given area. Control click will do the same thing. We can also hold shift to add or remove units from our selection. We can also hold left click and drag to box select up to 12 units of all different types. We can do the same for buildings, but we can only select buildings of the same type. If we want to select multiple different types of buildings, we must hold shift and then select them individually. If we box select both units and buildings, box select will always prioritize the units. We can move our camera in a few different ways by using left click. We can click on the map like this. We can click, hold, and drag on the map. We can click on any unit or building's portrait and it will jump us to that location. Left clicking and holding on a unit's portrait will follow that unit. You can also operate any building or unit in the game via the bottom right hand panel of commands. And lastly, to use any item in your hero's inventory, simply left click on it as well. Right click can be used as a shortcut to many of the commands we see in the bottom right panel. We can right click to move a unit, attack with a unit, and right click to harvest resources, to follow a unit, and right click to repair a building. With buildings, we can right click to set rally points, and also pick up items and move items in our inventory. There are 5 basic commands that the majority of units have: move, stop, hold position, attack, and patrol. The move command can be issued with either a right click on the screen or on the minimap. When a unit is issued a move command, it will move there without engaging any creeps or enemy units. Stop and hold position are virtually the same thing. They'll tell the unit to stop the previous command they're given and hold in position. The only difference between the two is the unit that's given a hold position command will not engage if being attacked. A unit given a stop command will engage. An attack command can be issued by either right-clicking on enemy unit, or you can issue an attack ground command, which will tell the unit to attack to a given location until they meet an enemy unit. This is useful with larger armies so that no unit will have a difficult time acquiring a target. A patrol command is essentially 2 attack ground commands that a unit will do in sequence until it acquires a target. By holding shift, I can queue up multiple commands in a row with the same unit. For instance, I'm going to tell this peon to move to the right, and then to the left, and then to repair my Great Hall, and then to mine from this tree. You can do this as many times as you want with the same unit. This is especially useful when you're constructing buildings. For instance, I'm going to tell this peon to build an altar, and I'm going to hold shift and tell it to gather lumber from this tree after it's done constructing my altar of storms.
Work complete.
The rally point determines where a unit moves to after it's done being trained. You can rally on the ground and the constructed unit will be issued an attack ground command to that location. You can set rally points on units, allied or neutral buildings, gold mines, trees, heroes with the portrait in the upper left, and also on the minimap. Any unit constructed will be given a passive move command to those locations. If a worker is rallied to a gold mine or trees, it will begin harvesting resources. There are 4 positions units will spawn based on their rally points. The default position is bottom left, but by moving the rally point, you can make them spawn bottom right, and upper left. The rally point will spawn the unit to the nearest of these 4 locations. If the given corner is blocked by other units, trees, or other buildings, the spawn will shift counterclockwise around the building. One way to avoid the common mistake of getting units or heroes trapped in a blocked base is to utilize shift queuing rally points. First, set your rally point to the appropriate corner you'd like your unit to spawn out of, and then hold shift and set it to the location you'd like your unit to go to. You can do this as many times as you'd like. And that's it for now. I hope you guys learned something.